more time.
Good morning, Unity!
So we're going to do some chants with you, and we'd like you to stand.
We sing from our feet?
No, not our seats. Not good grammar, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. Everybody ready?
Who's paid attention?
Everybody ready? Okay, here we go. I believe we have the words. So I'm going to sing it, and you're going to know it, and you're going to sing along. Sound good? I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am great. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am. Here we go. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. I am as God created me, in the light, in the love, in the glory. Hear you. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. In the light, in the love, in the glory. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am. In the light, in the love, in the glory of God. I am. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. For
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that, guys. I really appreciate it. You know, my heart rate was just normal until the second song, and then it started elevating. I'm going to blame divinity and not nerves. Hi, everybody. I'm Ezekiel. I am your host for today's Sunday service. And we're so happy that you're here with us today. I see plenty of new faces. If you're here for the first moment and you chose to spend your Sunday here, thank you. Thank you, because that's special to us. You're giving us energy. You're giving us intention. You're showing that you care about our message, and that means a lot. Since we are a group of individuals coming in from all of our lives and all of our thoughts, intentions, and everything else, why don't we take a moment to set a group intention rather than going forward on our individual paths? Here at Unity, we believe that intentions and thoughts, actions, words, they matter. They matter so much that they change the world. So let's take a moment to use some words and set an intention for today. If you're willing, allow your feet to rest on the ground, your shoulders and your face to relax. Take a breath or two. Today, as we rest here, I release all the moments that came before now and all the moments that come after now, and rest here in this one perfect moment. And as we rest here, I open myself to a new experience with divinity, a new experience with oneness, and a new experience with community. Today, I set the intention of love. Thank you so much, everybody. I really do appreciate that so much. So, one thing that we also get to do here when we are at service is appreciate our volunteers. We are a 100% volunteer-run program here, from the people doing the AV in the back, me who's sitting here speaking to you right now, the man who is speaking to us afterwards, the people who are doing the kitchen, the people who are doing the bathrooms. We are not getting paid, we are giving service. It's one of the 5 principles of all spiritual paths. And we are giving service, and we want to appreciate the people who give service, so thank you. Thank you to everybody who does that. It really is important. Brings us to our chair. This is a very special thing done not only just here at Unity, but here at this particular congregation, is we hold space for those who aren't here, whether their physical body has passed on and they're no longer with us here in this dimension, or whether they're cranky and they don't want to be here or they slept in. Happens. We hold space for the people that we wish were with us. And like I said a little bit earlier, here at Unity, we believe that our intentions, thoughts, and actions have power. And thus, we believe that if we allow for space, then some of that message, some of that love, some of that inspiration that Mr. Reverend Jim Pasmore is going to pass on will go right into that chair, right to that person, whether they are with us right now or passed on. So use it. I've used it for my father, who's now passed. I've used it for partners. I've used it for animals. There's been chihuahuas in that chair. So feel free to use it for whatever you like, and please take advantage. The other thing that's important as we're sitting here, taking a moment to acknowledge the people who maybe aren't here, is the people who were here before us. There was a lot of them. We are the most recent generation, and we will be gone very soon. There are people coming after us and before us. We are attempting to be very good stewards of this land. The Warm Springs tribe, the Paiute, the other native tribes who are here did a good job stewarding this land long before we decided to show up. So in any way that you feel called, feel free to give some energy and intention to that. Or just center ourselves in knowing that it's important that as the moon and the sun rise and fall, we honor the people who came and taught us the lessons before. So thank you so much. Today we have a wonderful speaker, Reverend Jim Pasmore. Always lovely to get to hear him speak. He has wonderful books and everything else. But before we get there, we have a few fun things. We have celebrations. Are there any young children, or are they all congregated out there? Are there any young adults who want to run a microphone for me? Anybody? Okay. Claire will take one. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Thank you so much. Celebrations are an opportunity here to celebrate. If you have something going on in your life that was amazing or you just really want to shout it out, we believe that sharing it in community allows it to have more energy and allows for more positive vibrations for our community as a whole. So if you have a celebration, raise your hand up high. We'll get a microphone to you and you can share with us. Something about Eric. And I hope it's exciting because it could be about a dog.
Okay, so Eric is safely on his way to Michigan to pick up his new guide dog.
Is that it? Because I'll celebrate that like 4 different moments. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me? If you're new here, Eric is getting a new guide dog, and ooh, he's the best.
I want to celebrate for the second year in a row. This Thursday, I'll be heading to George, Washington, to go to the Gorge and spend 3 days listening to the Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, lucky.
All right, I have a celebration, since I have the microphone, and then I'll pass it to you. I am welcome, and she's probably she should be watching online, but if you can look at the camera up there and say, was my mom, we just moved my mom here a couple days ago, so say welcome to Ben, Janet.
Welcome, Mom.
So, even,
happy
we'll get
you're
her in
here.
here one of these mornings, so.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
My celebration is very simply that I am here. It has been a lot the last couple months, and I'm just so grateful to be able to come back. I come back, and it just feels like coming home, and my entire system just breathes when I get here. And so thank you to all of the individuals that make that happen, because it's not the building, it's you. So, and we had planned on being back next weekend, but something came up last minute that we fulfilled a lifelong dream for Sephi, so I'm going to let her tell you about that one.
Oh, wonderful. What do we got, Sephi?
So we got a new cat. His name is Panther, and he's 5 months old, and he is super cute.
Oh, my goodness. Happy to see you here as well.
Good morning, everybody. In Lakota, we say, aho metakuyas, and all my relatives. So thank you for honoring the people, as I know we always do here. I just came back from a 3-week trip to Bellingham, Washington area, and lots of medicine came to me, and if anybody wants to talk to me further, I will happy to share. I'm just happy to be here today. It's been a while, and I love you all immensely. In Lakota, we say, wopila is a big thank you. W-O-P-I-L-A. Wopila. And kola is friend. K-O-L-A. Wopila kola. Swashtelo. Aho metakuyas.
Yeah, I want to celebrate all the intrepid firefighters that are dealing with the flat fire. Just send them a lot of love and energy.
Bring one back to Karen. We've got Donna and Jared.
So good morning, everyone. I don't know if she's going to speak up for herself, but my friend Christy is here, and she's moved from Eagle Crest to here in Bend, and I think she's really happy with her new little house. And I wanted to thank you all for replying to the U-Count request. Reverend Jim and Eric for lending her a hand in moving the heavy stuff. So thank you, everyone.
And I have to say thank you so much to the community for welcoming me here, and Jim, your help. And I was looking for Eric Moyer, but he's not. Oh, thank you so much for helping me with my move, and I'm just so happy to be here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're happy you're here as well.
I am celebrating my first garden since I got here. I have 5 pots on my patio with pollinators. I'm gonna have hummingbirds. I've got dill growing and 1 tomato plant that is blooming, and I've got my own sunflowers after admiring everybody else's forever. and even did some in the front yard, and I'm just totally psyched.
You love flowers. I'm psyched for you as well.
So after 42 years, I finally have my first license and car.
Dreams do come true, people.
Hello, I haven't been here in a little bit, but I just wanted to say hi and thank you for having me back. But I'm just celebrating a personal milestone of being really comfortable being in my authentic self and speaking my authentic truth. So that doesn't always look easy or perfect, but I'm celebrating that I'm doing it and that there's a blessing in doing it regardless of the outcome.
Wonderful lesson. Thank you so
Okay.
much for sharing that.
So I somehow manifested a discount ticket for Rafe Perlman. He's here at the Tower Theater on the 14th, and I thought, like, first of all, it's probably going to sell out. So if you want to bring that unity energy to the Tower Theater, I think it would be awesome. So check it out on the Tower Theater. If you've
And
seen
Unity
Rafe,
members get a discount. He has a discount code for Unity members.
See,
15%
There you
off.
go.
So
Woohoo!
I've got the code for that. I had some printed up there.
Right back there, Claire. Thank you so much for sharing. We love concerts. You just played here a few moments.
I'm celebrating that I got to go see Lanny Wilson on the water yesterday.
Nice. Wonderful.
I want to celebrate a really nice visit with my daughter. She was here for a week. We had a great time. It was her last week of summer before she went off to college. And she had given me so much trouble as a 16-year-old that it was amazing to have her here and have a good time again. And she is in Pennsylvania, which is a state I've never been in, on a full scholarship. So I'm super proud of her. And I realized if it wasn't for her challenging time when she was 16, I don't think I would have sought out Unity. So thankful that we all survived.
However we end up here. Mr. Dave.
I'm celebrating my voice.
Sounds lovely.
Celebrating. Thank you for all the prayers, and just came around to it and said I'm going to be positive. It's going to come back, and with the procedures happening or not, I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but it's better. So I'm just thankful that I have a voice.
Wonderful. Anyone else? Any online celebrations, Nate? No, we're good to go. Oh, Miss Gloria at the back. You got one? Yeah. Run her a microphone. We got one more. Then we'll call it quits. Lots to celebrate today. It's not a bad
I
thing.
am celebrating my son, who's 3 and has like pretty severe autism. He's exhibiting savant-like skills, so learned things that, should be taught. He just knows, and he can read. He's 3, and he can read. He can read so much. Yeah, has, difficulty with speaking, but everything we've written down in chalk, he's just reading it, and it's insane because it's coming from a divine source. It can't be us, So, yay.
Wonderful. So many blessings. We have one more, I guess, Claire. This has to be it, though. I
See, everyone
apologize.
gets excited,
I know.
and they're like, oh, wait, I have
Maybe
something.
I could share
All right,
one.
who's celebrating?
Last one.
Back in the corner. Okay.
I'm just celebrating the courage that I finally came after several years of wanting to at least have the courage to walk through the doors.
And then you had the courage to share.
We recognize that. I think every single one of us has. It's a big deal to walk through those doors for the first time. We're glad you're here.
Good for you. Thank you so much. Anyway, now that we were talking about the beautiful children and all the beautiful things, can we bring the children up for our blessing? Is that possible? Is Tiff back there? Are they working in the yard? If not, we'll run it anyway. I've done it plenty of moments. Oh, hi, Tiff. How are you? Yeah. How are you, sir? I like the camo today. It looks nice. So we are going to send these children off with a beautiful blessing. Are we inside or outside today? We are going to pivot to inside. We're going to pivot to inside. Wonderful. Yep. So we're going to be doing some indoor play. What are we working on today? We are working on helping our peers be healthier. Interesting. So discussion around that, do a little reading. Awesome. Yeah, this entire month has been on health. So our children have been out, and while they're playing and doing things, they're also learning just practical tips about how we can try to be healthy, both physically, mentally, and spiritually. And so today we will send them off with a beautiful blessing as they do indoor play in order to escape the AQI, which is unhealthy. Follow after me. We appreciate the holy gift you are. We see the divine light shining from you. May you always know what a treasure you are. May you always bring your gifts freely and fully to the world. Namaste. Thanks, guys. Have fun. Yeah. It always makes me so happy. I never had the opportunity to be a part of any of those kids' programs when I was younger, and my children get to be a part of it. It's a small community, but it's cool. It's a really cool thing. It makes me very, very happy. Now moving into our favorite part, which is announcements. The most fun part of the day. I know you guys are all and if you're so interested in the announcements that you don't want to miss a single thing, assisted listening is available. If you're having trouble hearing me at all, this is serious. If there's for some reason you're having difficulty hearing what we're saying here, what Reverend is saying, what I am saying, reach out. We have it available so you'll be able to hear us. It's available inside of the lobby. We have here at Unity a massive amount of weekly and monthly classes that are just rolling. So we have Sacred Sound Sundays. That is every Sunday at 6 p.m. Come, sit, get some healing, experience a full body experience. Too many uses of that word. Shaman is running it on Sundays as well with Donna helping, and then Anne-Marie is running, Amadine is running it the other Sundays. They're alternating back and forth. If you haven't had an opportunity to go, I highly suggest you check it out. The Redmond's Women Group is on Monday at 2 p.m. Feel free to check that out. Yoga with Shriman, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. I am here when I am in town. It is a wonderful experience. Feel free to check that out. And Let's Get Metaphysical, Tuesdays at 10:30, which is packed. If you haven't been, it is a very popular class. I don't know what Reverend Jim is talking or teaching there, but it is very, very busy. That is at Tuesdays at 10:30 a.m. Feel free to check that out as well and get more community. Those are all just rolling. We hope to do more events going on, but already there's a ton of things available, and we hope that you take advantage of them. We also have our second annual yard sale coming up. This is coming up very quickly. I'm going to go through some minor details. For further detail, feel free to look for Leah or myself after service, and we will make sure to get you all the information that you need. It is August 30th at 8 a.m. So we are looking for donations. We are available to do some pickups on Friday, to have some drop-offs on Friday. We are looking for things that you're willing to donate here to Unity that could be purchased here at Unity to have the money go back to helping the community here at Unity. Anything really that would be valuable. We're not necessarily looking for like stuff that you want to throw away or should have been thrown away, but things that maybe could hold a space for somebody in their home or give value to them. An important note is that our own Dr. Carey actually had reached out and has some wonderful items that she's getting rid of now that she's moving. She had given her contact information and people were reaching out to the wrong contact, unfortunately. So if you were reaching out about those, please come see myself or Claire or Dr. Carey afterwards, and we can make sure to get you the necessary information to make sure you're reaching out to the correct person. But if you are interested in volunteering for this, we are also interested in having you come and speak with us. It's going to be a wonderful event. Simultaneously, it's actually going to be ran with a men's group barbecue they're going to be hosting. So if you're around and you don't necessarily want to go to the yard sale, but you still want community and want to be able to support Unity, come join us for the barbecue. There's vegetarian options. There's plenty of vegans and vegetarians around here. Just because we're having a barbecue, I promise it's not going to just be pork on a grill. Come and have moments and spend, and enjoy. We're really trying to get more steam behind this. It allows us to do more projects here. It allows us to run more classes. It allows us to get more donations going out to our community in a super beneficial manner. So please come support in any manner that you see fit. Unity basics and member info. Sunday, August 31st from 12 to 1:30 p.m. This actually is a class which was recorded by Reverend Ruth and is being facilitated by Sarah Jones. If you're interested in what the basics of Unity is, which is where we are, and the different membership info that's available for you here at this congregation, it's a really good beneficial thing to check out. Next, we forgot to do our vision statement, Nate. I missed that, didn't I? Do you guys want us to hop back to that now before we continue on, or do it after? Which was that? End of the announcements? Wonderful. Thank you so much. We also have another upcoming class, which is Understanding Our Neighbor as Ourselves. Intro to Spiral Dynamics. This is Tuesday, September 12th from 3 to 5 with Reverend Dr. Carey. If you're interested, check it out. There's more information on the websites. She's given talks on this topic before. There's definitely people in this congregation who have experienced her knowledge of this knowledge, have been taught by her on this subject. They've had wonderful experiences. If you're interested, feel free to check it out. There's more info on our website. We also have one more slide, which is one for me, actually, which I can just run off of. I am also hosting a class coming up starting on September 7th. I'm hosting an affirmative prayer class. It is a class based on Discover Your Divinity, a book by Linda Martella, as well as another author. It is a foundational book for unity currently inside of the congregation. It is a 7-week program where we will be going over how to pray in an affirmative prayer format as by the book. All books, study guides, everything else will be provided for you. Our hope is that we're going to begin creating more members of our congregation who feel confident in replying to prayers here at our congregation. So we are getting an uptick of prayer responses and claims, which is wonderful. And we are seeking more people to be responding to those claims, as well as just trying to enliven and give confidence to our congregation in prayer in general. So if you're interested in taking that class, it will be Sundays from 12 to 1. It'll be a 1-hour class after congregation, and I have any information that you could possibly need on it. So feel free to come and see me if you're interested. Would we like to do our vision statement or welcoming the new minister first, Nate? Let's do the minister affirmation. Wonderful. So we are currently still seeking a new minister here at our congregation. We have people who have applied. The board is obviously involved in the process, and there is a team of people who are seeking and attempting to bring in our new minister. Here at Unity, we also believe, as I will continue to say, that our thoughts, intentions, prayers, and actions have power. As a part of that, we believe that a group of people jointly putting intention and thought into a new minister of the proper sort is an extremely powerful action. And so we are going to undertake it every week together until we have brought in that new minister. Please note the language that is used in the affirmation. If you're interested in it, feel free to speak with me afterwards. It's the Unity affirmation language, and it's a very powerful process for yourself inside of your prayer life. So if you could repeat after me. We, the Unity spiritual community of Central Oregon family, with infinite power and wisdom, working in and through us, accept and appreciate our abundant well-being as we engage our ideal minister. This loving soul supports, uplifts, and guides us spiritually and organizationally in our wild soul mission, for our good and for the good of all beings. Wonderful, and so it is. Thank you so much. I'm so looking forward to meeting the person who ends up taking that role. I know it's going to be a wonderful experience. We are a wild soul sanctuary. Sorry, I forgot that one, guys. This is our vision statement. We are a community committed to co-creating a world of unity, spiritual awakening, and loving kindness. That is wonderful. If you actually sit with that vision statement in contemplation, that is a wonderful statement. There's a group of people who are trying so hard to be a spark of light in the world and succeeding wonderfully. which is really, really nice. Thank you so much. So now, before Mr. Reverend Jim gives us our wonderful song, I will bring up Soulshine to give us some music. Thank you so much.
Let the mountains talk, let the river run. There is wisdom here, there is much to learn. There is much to know, much to understand. In this healing time, all across the land, you have heard my songs for so many years. You have laughed with me, washed away my tears. You have shared my joy, you have felt my pain. In this healing time, walk with me again through those darker days on this narrow line. Help me find my way, help me see the signs. I am not afraid, I am not alone. You have taught me well, you have brought me home. Let the mountains speak, let the rivers run. As the world awakes to the rising sun, in each brand new day and our own rebirth, in this healing time on our Mother Earth. Let the mountains talk, let the rivers run. There is a wisdom here, there's so much to learn. In each brand new day and our own rebirth, in this healing time for our Mother Earth. In each brand new day, in our own rebirth, in this healing time, here on Mother Earth.
For that. Now, without much further ado, we can bring up our main speaker. Oh, that's okay. I'm not talking anyway. Reverend Jim Pasmore.
Hey, thank you, sir. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Victor, for that. I asked Victor to play a song from John Denver that was never recorded, so he had to kind of figure out how to do it all. And he did it. So thank you, Victor. Yeah. Well, I'm really happy to be here talking about the Tao, or the way of healing and health. The Tao means the way, and the Tao Te Ching is the way of virtue, or the way of spirit. And we've been talking about the Tao in our LGM class, Let's Get Metaphysical, that Ezekiel mentioned. And I would like to make one minor correction, and that is that I'm not teaching it. It's a discussion group. And I'm learning along with everybody else. And it's been a lot of fun. So the Tao, again, is like our vision of spirit. So we're talking about the way of spirit. And it's interesting because I have a subtitle called Don't Worry, Be Happy. And with this fire going on, I thought, how can I even get up here and say such a thing? Don't worry, be happy. We've got friends that are right across the street from where the fire is, where people are being evacuated on Mackenzie Highway, Route 20. We've got friends. In fact, Kate Kavanaugh is not far. Is she here today? She's probably dealing with it because she's had to move her animals and such. So when I say don't worry, be happy, we can worry a little bit about it, okay? We can use worry as a springboard to prayer and to action, and not get stuck on it, knowing that we're all praying for a good outcome and that rejuvenation will result. And when we look back on this 10 years from now, we'll see lots of beauty and wonder and rebuilding. So all is well. Okay. So let's go to the first slide, Joanne. Joanne's operating it for me, and she has no idea what I'm going to say. I thought she would have known it ahead of time, but she doesn't, so we'll guide her through. So this is the basis. Oops. Next slide. There you go. That's the one. Perennial wisdom. That's the basis for what we're talking about. This is fundamental to unity. Spirit is the life. Mind is the builder, and body is the result. I heard that probably 40 years ago in a talk. The guy had it up on a little easel, and he drew that little pyramid. And I said, that makes such perfect sense. Because if we recognize Spirit as the life, then we recognize that our life is perfect if we are aligned with Spirit. And I used the word alignment a lot when I talked about confidence a few weeks ago, and Joanne said, you sure said alignment an awful lot. Well, yeah, alignment's what it's about, because we want to be connected and aligned with Spirit, because that's the way to healing. Now, there's lots of other little things we're going to talk about that are involved as well, and we're going to read a little bit from here. Not the whole book, don't worry. Yes. So anyway, the perennial wisdom also says that if you want to find healing, you have to eliminate the blocks to healing. And what are those blocks to healing? What we'll hear throughout perennial wisdom is their error beliefs, mainly. Error beliefs which are like our filters that say, okay, I want to be 100% aligned and direct alignment with Source, but I've got this filter. It's called ego, it's called belief systems, subconscious beliefs. All of those things are like filters that tend to block the pure signal from Spirit. So let's go to the next slide, Joanne. And I want to mention how we got to this slide. It's through the ages, 30,000 years since the shamans first started doing healing practices, where they would go into a trance and figure out what evil spirit was within the soul of the person and then try to cast it out. And what was happening there is basically they were finding error beliefs. And they were getting rid of those error beliefs and allowing that person to once again recognize that they can have perfect health. And this went on all the way through from 30,000 years ago to 3,000 years ago with the Ayurvedic healing in India. And then that type of healing, they recognized that it had to be a balance between spirit, mind, and body. Same thing we've just put up there. It's through the ages. It's perennial wisdom. And along comes the Tao and says, yeah, I agree with that, but let's add in nature, harmony and balance with nature as well as mind, spirit, and body. And ultimately, coming to Jesus and his healings, where he went right to the soul of that person and gave them the 100% faith in that he could heal them. And that faith is what healed them. And he said that many times. He said, by your faith are you healed. So from there, we come to Pinneas Quimby. Pinneas Quimby said, I simply rediscovered the healing methods of Jesus. And what I discovered is that many people have fear beliefs, error beliefs, he called them. And he said, all I did, and this is Quimby manuscripts, he said, all I did is I addressed that person as soul, and I looked into the soul to see what kind of fears and error beliefs, as much as I could intuit and learn from talking to them. And then I would simply tell them, here's a correct way to think, positively, release. And he said that was basically the method of Jesus. By the way, he healed 12,000 people in the New England area in the 1840s, 50s, and 60s. People that doctors couldn't heal. Why? Because it was their beliefs that were keeping them sick. And the doctors didn't change their beliefs. The doctors would give them medications of various types, and in some cases they worked because the patient believed that they would work. And in other cases they didn't work, but they said, there's this guy named Pinneas Quimby from Portland, Maine, that's operating in Boston area. Go to him. And what he said ultimately is he said, 50% of the patients that I healed, they had extreme fear of going to hell and burning forever. It was their religion was causing them to be sick. You know, a lot of us came, I did at least, from some religions that were instilling fear. And so that's a key here, is to eliminate that fear. And Pinneas Quimby passed his information on to Mary Baker Eddy. She helped edit the Quimby manuscripts. And ultimately, she created what's called Science and Health and Key to the Scriptures, and created a church called Christian Science. Probably you've heard of that one. And she simply followed the same prescription that Quimby did, but she said, this is what I've written now, and it can never be changed unless I change it. And she's gone now. So guess what? That's not going to change. And one of the tenets is that you don't go to doctors, you use spiritual healing. And sometimes that's a pretty good thing, and other times people have had real issues that medical science could have solved. So partly for the reasons that she was so absolute in this is my way or the highway, Emma Curtis Hopkins, one of her students, said, for me it's the highway. And she founded a metaphysical college in Chicago, and there she trained all the teachers of New Thought, which is unity is part of New Thought. And basically, the thing that was different with Emma Curtis Hopkins is that she went right along with my body, mind, spirit, and she went right along with error thoughts and so on. But she added one thing that none of the others had, praise. She said, you praise everything. You praise everything in your life, your body, your cells, and so on and so on. And she taught the founders of Unity. And interestingly enough, the founders of Unity wrote how they healed themselves. This is actually, first of all, it's Myrtle Fillmore. She's the mother of Unity. Charles Fillmore is the father of Unity, but it took him a while to catch on. Myrtle Fillmore, here's what she wrote. First of all, let me set it up, because she had tuberculosis. They called it consumption at the time. And she couldn't find any doctors that could heal it. They all basically just told her, well, you're going to die young. That's what this is all about. It happens. You know, be prepared. And she moved many different places to get different healthy air and so on, and nothing helped. Until she ran into one of Emma Curtis Hopkins' students, Dr. E.B. Weeks, who came to Kansas City while they were there. And he gave a talk, and in it he said, you are a child of God, and you don't inherit sickness. She had always been told she inherited it. And all of a sudden she's now being told, no, you didn't inherit this sickness. You're a child of God, and you don't inherit it. And she kept saying that, and ultimately she healed herself, and here's what she wrote about it. She said, I went to all the life centers in my body and spoke words of truth to them, words of strength and power. I asked their forgiveness for the foolish, ignorant course that I had pursued in the past when I had condemned them and called them weak, inefficient, and diseased. I did not become discouraged at their being slow to wake up, but kept right on, both silently and aloud, declaring words of truth until the organs responded. And neither did I forget to tell them that they were free, unlimited spirit. I did not let any worried or anxious thoughts into my mind. I stopped speaking gossipy, frivolous, petulant, angry words. I let a little prayer go up every hour that Jesus Christ would be with me and help me think and speak only kind, loving, and true words. And over the period of a few weeks, years, she not only healed herself, she began to heal other people, and unity was founded. So let's go to the next slide. This kind of puts the picture in perspective of spirit, mind. Spirit is the life, mind is the builder, body is the result. But it's affected by the mental and physical environment. What are your thoughts? Is there smoke in the air? What are we dealing with mentally and physically? That is the environment that affects all this. And it's our job to figure out how to remain centered within whatever environment we're in, or find a way to change that environment. Let's go to the next slide, Joanne. So, 3 keys to healing. They are, number 1, belief in the efficacy of the meds or the process. Number 2, faith in the prayer or the treatment. And number 3, trust in the outcome. Without those 3, it may or may not have as much efficacy. But as soon as you put that belief there, everything changes. Your body chemistry reacts to that. We know that from the Bruce Lipton's book, Biology, what was it called? Biology of Belief, exactly. I knew that. Anyway, we know that it does. It changes our body as it changes the chemicals, the hormones. And we get rid of a lot of the negative hormones, cortisol, and we start releasing positive hormones, the love hormones, oxytocin and endorphins and so on. So it works. It changes our chemistry, literally. Let's go to the next slide. So the question we have is, how do we get there? When we're in fear, when we're afraid of something, when we're in worry, when we're angry, when we're upset, how do we get from fear to love? And here are some ideas I kicked in, and I'm going to ask you if you have anything to add to it. So Timothy, verse 2, 1:7. I have a T-shirt that has that on the back. On the front it says, fear less. And on the back it has that verse. And it said, for God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So it's Scripture. They knew that thousands of years ago. I use the prayer of protection also. Anytime I'm getting ready to go off on a motorcycle trip or doing something, climbing a mountain, whatever it may be, I use that prayer of protection, and I say it, and it goes with me. And I feel like I have a bubble of protection around me, and I don't have any fear of heading out into whatever adventure may be coming along. Meditation. Meditate on love, on peace, on calmness. That's another technique that Unity teaches. All the traditions have taught for thousands and thousands of years. Meditation works. Mindfulness. Be here now. If you're not living in the past, you're not thinking about all those things that have caused issues in your life, you're living in the present. How are you right here, right now? How are you where you're at? Everything is okay right here and right now. Be here now. Don't be in the future thinking about what's going to happen there. Stop it. Oh, I like this one. There's a skit that was done by, let's see, what's this? Thank you, Bob Newhart. Bob Newhart. I don't know if you've ever seen it. He's a counselor. And in walks a lady and says, I really need some help. I have this fear of being alive in a coffin. and I'm just scared to death of it. What kind of advice? He says, well, it'll be a couple dollars for the advice if you're ready for it. And she says, yeah, I'm ready for it. He says, stop it. And she goes on and tells him all these, and every time she does, he says, stop it. That'll be $5. I love it. So stop it. We can do that. We can actually just stop it. And let's take a moment and ask you, what works for you? Anybody? We've got a microphone somewhere. Robin?
What works for me is fear is just you don't have enough information about whatever you're fearful about. So get more information, and once you get information, then you're not going to be afraid of it.
Perfect. Yeah, get more information. There's one over here. Oh, it's here.
Similar to stop it, I use delete, and I'll basically see my negative thoughts or fears replaying to where they started, and then deleting, and then starting fresh.
Oh, I love
forward.
it. Delete. Press the delete button.
Yeah.
What works for me is often to zoom way out and to take a 30,000-foot view of the situation so that I can better assess the long-term implications or the evolution that will continue. It pulls me out of the acuteness of the situation.
Right. Let the mountain speak. Look at that higher view.
I got one, Jim.
Yeah.
Grounding.
There you are.
Grounding, hugging a tree. I've been hugging a lot of trees lately.
Nature. Oh,
and it's just,
love it. Love it.
You know, the legs go right into the roots, and the roots
Yeah.
into the mama unshimaka. So thank you.
Yeah, John Moore said, there's a new adventure between every 2 pine trees I pass. I love it. Yeah.
I have one here, Jim.
Okay.
8 years ago this fall, I was in a prosperity class out at the Grange, and we picked names out of a basket to be prayer partners, and you skipped over that one, so I wanted to talk about it.
Oh, thank you.
So for 8 years, I've had a prayer partner, transformational, amazing.
Yeah.
So I know we used to promote that a little bit more here, and
We should.
I'm giving a plug for that.
Yes. Thank you for that. I did skip over it inadvertently, I might say, because I was depending on you. Okay, let's get 2 more, and then I want to get one more slide.
For me, just getting outside, especially near a moving body of water, like a stream or the ocean, just being in the presence of nature, particularly water, helps.
You're back to our song, let the river flow. Mm-hmm.
I would say breathe. Use the breath, become present, box breathe, and really drop into the sympathetic nerve system.
Yeah.
Or parasympathetic. Yeah, sympathetic.
You're one slide ahead of me. Well done.
Okay.
Can I share one last one? I just wanted to share something that's been so helpful for me when I get worked up with fear or anxiety is just to get grateful, to just praise and be so thankful for everything.
Yes.
And that dissipates my fear.
Let's go to the next slide. From negative to positive. God in place of the trigger. The moment you think a negative thought, put God in place of it. You see an accident, bless, God's there. That's in place of the situation, okay? 3 deep breaths, right? 3 deep breaths, sympathetic nerves, empathetic, sympathetic. That definitely works. A touchstone. I pivot to a touchstone. I think about a time when I was with a group of YOUers up in Unity Village and how they came together in such a wonderful way that it went from difficulties with the group in the first part of the week to total bliss by the time they were all connected and loving in such a beautiful way. And I use that as a touchstone. The moment I think a negative thought, that's a touchstone for me, and I'm sure you have a touchstone. Be a Pollyanna. Joanne and I just watched Pollyanna again. And she said, find something to be glad about. Whatever it is, find something to be glad about. And what works for you to get from negative to positive? Probably some of the same things. We've heard a couple that match it, gratitude, and stop it. Yeah. Yeah. Did you have something? 5 minutes. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So this is what I use. This works for me, okay? It's real simple. It's not the spiritual path, it's the practical path, right? Okay? Eat half as much, sleep all night, walk twice as much, laugh 3 times as much, and love without limits. I walk 120 to 150 miles a week along with my hikes in the mountains. Not everybody wants to do that. I'm not suggesting that you do crazy things, but if you're doing something and you can do more of it physically, I have healed a lot of my issues by being really active. Get sedentary, and a lot of things can seem worse than they really are. Be as active as you can possibly be. And laugh 3 times as much. Laughing, I do what I call a laughing meditation several times during the week. And I'll just sit there and I'll breathe deep, and all of a sudden I just feel the laughing coming on. And it just feels so good to start my day that way. Oh my gosh, I go into the day and I'm just walking on air. And love without limits. My book, Flash, is all about how I had a near-death experience, and when I reviewed my life, nobody else did, I reviewed it, and when I reviewed my life, the question always came up, where did you show love? That is real. That is so real to me that it's the solution for fear, it's the solution for almost everything. Let's go to the next slide. So I want to leave you with a couple of affirmations. Let's say these together, okay? With Source as my ever-present guide, I am never concerned or worried. I am joyful and thankful that my life is evolving in divine order. And let's go to the last slide. We can do this. Don't worry, be happy. Thank you. And I'd like you to join me for a meditation, if you will. So just take a moment and become calm and sit gently in your seat, feet on the floor, breathe deeply. Take a couple of deep breaths. And on your next out-breath, I want you to just do like this. Ah. 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 Oh. This is too much fun, I'm sorry. Okay. So take a moment now and let go and let God, and so it is.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. Be happy. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. In every life we have some trouble, but when you worry you make it double. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Ooh, don't worry. Ooh, be happy. Ooh, ooh, don't worry. Ooh, be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Somebody came and took your bed. Don't worry, be happy. The landlord say your rent is late. You may have to litigate. Don't worry, I'll be happy. Look at me, I'm happy. Ooh, don't worry. Ooh, be happy. Ooh. Don't worry, be happy. Hey, I'll give you my phone number. When you worry, call me. I'll make you happy. Ooh, ooh, don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no gal to make you smile. Don't worry, I'll be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown, and that will bring everybody down. So don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy now. Ooh, don't worry. Don't worry, be happy.
Wow, that was wonderful. Now we're going to take all that energy, jump into some prayer, which here at Unity is actually perfect because we don't necessarily believe in solemn prayer. Solemn's nice. I tend to be a little solemn in my tone and the way I dictate the keys. But here at Unity, we believe in affirmative prayer. And as I'm teaching a class on affirmative prayer, there's certain structures which can be used in order to follow a format. One of them is I'm open, I recognize, I integrate, I realize, I appreciate. So today we're going to do a little bit of that. And we're going to anchor our prayer in healing. So as I rest here today, in this perfect moment, I release any thoughts of what I think I know about healing, about what the limits of this biological form are. I release the concepts that I know what's best in every moment. And I'm open to a new experience. I'm open to a new experience of healing on every level. From my soul to the individual cells of my being, aligning with the divine light. I'm open to that experience. And I recognize healing. I see it around me in all moments. I see it as my children injure themselves and just bounce back like little rubber bands. I see it in the end of certain lives. and the freedom from the suffering that was being caused in that existence. I see healing in scrapes and bruises. I see it in relationships. I see healing around me everywhere. And I recognize that that healing is, in fact, divinity. An infinite expression of pure, loving divinity is healing all around me. And I integrate that I am one with that divinity. And as there is only one power inside of this universe, I have the ability to be one with that healing power all around me. And I realize that not only can I act that way and be that way, I can go forth in my life, in my very existence, and be a healing force in my relationships. I claim that I am a healing force in my own body. I realize I can use the power that is available to me as my divine inheritance to heal my community, my congregation, and society as a whole. I so appreciate the ability to pray with you all today. And I so appreciate the ability to pray in general. And so it is.
So it is.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Soulshine, if you will.
Well, we have our prayer claims in either the green forms in front of you, or there's going to be a code on the screen. We'll give you a minute to fill out those prayer claims. The prayer team will pray with you for the week. Then we'll send it out to Silent Unity, and we pray it over for the month. So it's a very powerful process. It's very wonderful. We have a lot of prayer counselors here, or prayers that are willing to pray with you. So go ahead, take a minute, fill those forms out. Let's sing the prayer song. I am. Breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I breathe in and know I am. Be still and know I am. Let go and know I am.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that, guys. I love the prayer song. I think that was one of the things that really sold me when I first started coming here. If you haven't seen Eric just belting that song, I was like, oop, I'm coming back. Welcome to visitors. If you have never been here before and it's your first moment, we welcome you. We're really happy that you're here. Is there anybody who's willing to say hello? Yes? I have a microphone. Here you are.
My name is Hans. This is my wife, Anne.
Hi, Hans and Anne.
Be visiting from Vashon Island. Our good friend Paul has invited us to come here, so this is wonderful. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. We're so happy that you're here. Hello, friend.
These are my sisters-in-law visiting us for a few weeks. They're from Mesa and Scottsdale, Arizona. This is Angie and Carol.
Wonderful. Welcome. Thank you so much. Anyone else? Okay. Well, if you are new and you did not want to say hi, please note there are blue cards in the back of the chairs. Feel free to fill them out with your personal information. Not for us to be, bugging you for any reason, but there is a lot of events going on here at Unity. We have a lot of offerings to provide to the community, and we want you to be privy to them. So if you would feel so kind, be so kind, fill out the blue card and allow us to reach out to you so that you can be a part of our community here at Unity. Next, we have our offering, which is a wonderful moment. So as we spoke about earlier, this is a volunteer-run organization. If you've been here for a little while, not only is it volunteer-run, we also donate money, we run programs, we allow our space to be used for different ceremonies. We do everything we can. And it's really beautiful, a group of apparent strangers coming together to be a light in a world that seems very chaotic right now. We have members who show up weeping because they just feel like they're at home. That comes from donations. It comes from us giving our energy through. Not only is it a part of almost all spiritual paths that have charity and donation, giving and giving and giving, it's also part of a metaphysical principle that holding denies abundance. It's impossible to have them working hand in hand. And so as we're sitting here today, I'm not asking for a specific offering, but I am asking for you to offer either a prayer, an intention, a quarter, $1, a 20, or 100, whatever it is, because your money does good work. It does very good work here, and it's a good place to spend it. So if I could bring up my greeters with the baskets, we're going to give our prayer before we go out, calling in what we know is already abundantly flowing, which is the monetary contributions. I will remind you people that abundance goes much beyond a monetary figure. I promise you that. So if you're with me, from the love of pure spirit within us, we bless these gifts. We send them forth to heal, bless, and prosper. They are evidence of our faith and belief. They do good work in the world and return to us multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you for it all. Thank you for it all. Wow. Thank you so much. If I now actually could have any prayer team members who are available inside of the building and willing to come up. If not, then just take this as a moment that you know that some are available inside of the building. After service, we do believe in prayer. Treatment is a good word for it here at Unity. We believe in the power of two coming together in order to call upon the divine light for healing or other actions inside of our existence. Prayer team members are available after service for individualized prayer if you're interested in it. This is our prayer of intention. It is a group prayer. As we came together as individuals, we set an intention of prayer, of love. We enjoyed a beautiful service. We are now going to set a prayer of intention leaving as individuals, carrying this out to be a beautiful drop of joy in the life of so many individuals throughout our week. So if you'll follow along with me, the prayer of intention. Holy light shines within and all around me, a presence of love that is always there. I am that presence. I am a radiant field of love energy. I am holy light. My essence cradles and guides me. I am a gift in this world. I go forth from here in joy to bless the world with my loving light. And so it is. And real quick, while I have you all here, I have two important things. One is we began the after talk. It will be Reverend Jim and Claire will be facilitating. It is an available moment for you to sit with other people in the community and be heard, to voice what you liked about the talk or to say other items. If you're interested, just what you like. Or other items. Stay afterwards and feel free to join in. The other important thing is, linking back around, it is very important, our huge community yard sale. I didn't mention this at the beginning because I want you all to take some flyers. Out there's flyers. Hang them up. Put them inside of grocery stores or places that you know people will appreciate it. But we're kind of relying on you a little bit. So you'll see these flyers out there. Take some with you. Get them out into the world. And please spread that joy so that we can bring it up here into the community in general. And that's it. Have a great week. Bye-bye. Thanks.
I got gratitude in my heart, gratitude in my soul.